I'm Phil Brock. This is Brock and the Block. We're in part 2 of our series on what we consider the stupid Santa Monica Municipal Bus Line bus stop renovation program, or as we affectionately call it, the stupid bus stools. You know, last week and this week, I found so many people who are so disenchanted with this bus stop renovation program that so many people like these bus stops. These great benches that look like they could be in Paris, they look like they could be in London, and instead we're getting the little stools. The two seats together that look like it's a bad date from Tinder. It is a program that is destined to failure, yet the city council, the Big Blue bus director, nobody has been willing to say 4 simple letters in one word: stop. And that's the problem, because as a city, we should be responsive to our residents, responsive to our citizens, not to an ad agency, not to a branding campaign. We should be responsible to our stakeholders, the 93,000 people who live here, the people who need to use the bus to get around. So we're going to spend some time this episode exploring more about the Big Blue bus, the stupid bus stools. I'm with Pat Becker. Pat Becker lives on San Vicente Boulevard. We're at the bus stop on 4th and San Vicente, along with some other folks who are waiting for the bus to take them home or to take them to wherever they need to go. They rely on this transportation.
I have my own name for them. I call them the toadstools. And I think it's kind of interesting that they keep, floating up all over Santa Monica. It's not my idea of Santa Monica branding. And here we are in a lovely neighborhood, and we're going to take out benches that people in the neighborhood come and sit on, just while people that can't walk a whole block walk part way and sit and rest. They walk from their home and they sit here and talk where it's outside or something like that, and put these uncomfortable stools in here. And we have 3 people waiting here for the bus right now, and nobody will be able to sit down. And
well, that's a big point. The new seating, they either give you 1 seat or 2 seats. Now, right now, out of camera range, there's 2 people standing watching us while they wait for the bus. There's 1 young lady sitting, waiting for the bus to take her home to her family. All 3 of them, if we weren't here, could be sitting on this bench and be comfortable.
With our shopping bags.
Because if you're a woman, if you have no back on here, what happens? Someone can run by and steal your purse or steal your shopping bag. If this young lady had children with her, she could mind her children here. If they put the, as you call them, the toadstools in, or I call them just the stupid bus stools, how do you keep your family together if you're a mom? How do you herd your family so they stay with you? That's a question.
I call the customer service on a regular basis, because since they started the new signage that you can't tell when the buses are coming, I figured that that's what they have customer service for, so I'll call and ask them every time.
This gentleman asked me, what's the time? Now, do you have a smartphone, sir?
No, I don't.
So you can't use the QR code. You don't have an app to find out when the bus is coming.
I'm not even interested.
And there's no schedule here. There's no schedule at this bus stop. Well, that's the problem. So this young lady's been waiting 15, 20 minutes already. More. 35 minutes for a bus on the corner of 4th and San Vicente just to take her downtown to transfer to another bus. There's no bus here. So shouldn't we as a city be concerned about the livability of our city and trying to increase comfort for the people who use the bus, for the people who walk our streets, for the people who live here? $5.6 million confirmed. It's going up. But here at this stop, there's a lady there, there's a lady there, there's a gentleman here, there's a lady there, all waiting to use the Big Blue bus. The bus isn't coming. This is slated to leave in a couple of weeks, probably sooner. As soon as we filmed at at one of these stops in the last episode, the next day, boxes went up around 3 of them. It's obvious that the Big Blue bus isn't concerned about our residents using the Big Blue bus. And that's sad.
When those boxes go up, they don't tell you where there are other bus stops. People that live up here and rely on this stop, there is no place to go because they're taking out the middle stops down there.
So they're making it, you're going to have to walk further
Absolutely.
to get to a bus, which we're now at 40 minutes, still no buses come by. So in terms of good design, and what I always consider was functional design, I think that's one of the things architects are supposed to learn right away.
Yes,
So
Architecture 101.
okay, so here's my question. You've sat, I know you live down the street, you've sat on our old benches.
Right.
Was there anything wrong with those?
No, nothing at all. Except maybe the fact that the city was having to be concerned that the homeless people were sleeping on them, which could have been satisfied by putting another handrail in the middle.
Third handrail.
Yeah, a third handrail in the middle to prevent people from laying on it.
If we gave what I consider bad parameters to the design team, and the city council approved the sight unseen, they did it from drawings, and 13 months ago, I and hundreds of other citizens said, stop installing these, they don't work. But yet we keep seeing the installation of what we consider something that provides less seating for our residents. Why do we keep doing something? Why don't we just do what you would do in private industry, say, it's not working, stop the installation?
Well, I mean, it would never have gotten to this point if the architect had said, listen guys, this is wrong. You're not providing the functionality that we need to provide if we're going to do something that works for the citizens who use the system. And so I would have said to my client, no matter what they were saying, that this is wrong. We can't do it. This is where we have the shade.
So this is non-functional too. It doesn't have digital signage.
Right.
There's nothing on here that says where you are, and there's no schedule on any of these stops.
Question mark, how these ever got it.
And how they keep installing when they know they don't work.
That's right.
Thank you so much, Sam. You're sitting here waiting for a bus, and the only thing I want to know from you is this bench, is it comfortable?
Very comfortable.
And have you seen the new stops?
I know see the new stuff is no comfort.
Ah, they're not comfortable.
It's only for two
And
people.
you said you ride these buses 3 times a week in Santa Monica.
In Santa Monica.
And you're all sitting here, you get to relax, you get an arm, you
I
get to be
know.
comfortable.
Uh-huh.
We're taking all that away. And that's what I
know,
say.
honestly,
Okay, so we should keep
I
these.
want to keep it there, yes.
Okay, thank you very much. What's your name?
Martha.
Martha what?
They're going to take the benches off,
Yes.
and they're going to put a little seat on it.
Yes.
It's not comfortable. I was sitting the other day when I thought it's not comfortable. I wish they can put something better than this and put something to cover our head when it's raining, when it's
So shelter.
Yeah, of course.
It's been very
You know,
hot.
the lines that they taken out, the lines, the floor at night.
You know, last week and this week, I found so many people who are so disenchanted with this bus stop renovation program that so many people like these bus stops. These great benches that look like they could be in Paris, they look like they could be in London, and instead we're getting the little stools. The 2 seats together that look like it's a bad date from Tinder. It is a program that is destined to failure, yet the city council, the Big Blue bus director, nobody has been willing to say 4 simple letters in 1 word, stop. And that's the problem, because as a city, we should be responsive to our residents, responsive to our citizens, not to an ad agency, not to a branding campaign. We should be responsible to our stakeholders, the 93,000 people who live here, the people who need to use the bus to get around. For Brock and Your Block, I'm Phil Brock. We're going to do another segment. Stay tuned in a couple of weeks on the Big Blue bus fare hikes and the lack of free transportation for our high school kids to Santa Monica High School.